Where is Naturi Eben? I don't know. I don't know. She kind of disappeared since she lost her YouTube channel. I guess she just, yeah, she went dark. Last time I sent her a message, when was it? Let me see. It was in September and she never replied. So I don't know. I don't know. I just know that I believe that she's been her channel has been and if you think about it, I mean, maybe you were not here. Back in last year in February, yeah, when we celebrated the new year, we celebrated something. Either it was the new year or maybe it was episode 200. I don't remember. But when we celebrated, there was people that were having fun putting. So here, for example, you see here when you put the comment of somebody, they were just pretending to be enjoying the show, but in the comment they would put a profile picture that was like a sex picture, right? And so what they would do, they would say something interesting about the show. So I put their comment up, and the porn just arrives in here. And when they do, then they go denounce you to YouTube, saying, yeah, he's posting pictures. And then the algorithms just receive, maybe if there are like 10, 20, 30 people, telling the algorithm there's a problem in this video, then the algorithm just do a automatic check, and the next thing you know, your whole channel disappears. And I believe that it's something like that happened to her channel, because at a point in her life, a lot of people that don't agree with her or hate her or were going live on camera and appear or playing porn movies or stuff like that. And then these people after that, even if it's not your fault, and I mean, you have to be vigilant, but at a point they go and they denounce your channel. They say, oh, this channel has whatever content, and if those people are organized against you because they want to silence you, yeah, they can arrive like 30, 40 people, and the algorithm will just remove your channel automatically. And I guess normally you go on YouTube and you do an appeal, you talk to them like I did, and they check and they see that you didn't do nothing wrong, and then they put your channel back. But if you have a lot of lives where you didn't edit the lives or put them down, because me, what I did, where I was smart, because I was like, oh, somebody's trying to trick me. That live where there was that person that used that profile picture, soon as the live was over, while the live was going on, I went to, I don't know if I can show it to you here. Let me see. Anyway, I don't think I can show it here, but normally while you are doing your live stream, you can tell YouTube that you want the live to be recorded, so that soon as the live is over, people can watch the replay. But you can also remove that option so that when the live is over, it's over. And me, everything I do live is recorded in the drive at the same time. So it comes out of the camera, it goes to Ecamm. Ecamm sends it to YouTube, but also records a copy of the whole everything that I'm doing right now, there's a copy that is in my drive. So what I did after that show is, soon as the live was over, I made sure that that live was not online. Then I went to Final Cut, to my editing program, and I put I think some black, something black on top of those images on the live, and I cut some parts where I didn't see. I just remove it, and then after that, I re-upload the show. I re-uploaded the show just after the live. Like soon as I was done, it was like 3 a.m. I did that. Remove anything sensitive and re-upload the show to YouTube. So when my channel got taken down at the same time as her, more or less, I guess, because maybe it was a coordinated attack. I don't know. Maybe the people who hate her were like, hey, listen, another black guy, let's go. When I did that, when my channel got removed for nudity, I told them, yeah, show me the nudity to YouTube. So human people reviewed my channel, and then my channel got reinstated. And I also placed some phone calls to YouTube engineers, to people that I know, to ask them what's going on. And somebody told me, nah, listen, there's an algorithm, and maybe I know that somebody from Germany, it was from Germany that somebody sent the complaint. So people on YouTube could see that the complaint were based on nothing, and it was also some algorithmic problem at that time, because I was not the only channel that had that problem. So I knew exactly what to do. I follow exactly the things. I don't know if it's this because I never talked to her, but I believe that something like that happened to her. And some people just, I don't know if she kept all the old lives. So if somebody put something, and maybe if it's funny on the time, because I know that every time somebody was doing something like that, she was laughing, and she maybe didn't see that it was people tricking her. But I believe that after that, once people do that, like if I go to your comment like this and I put it here, and here you put a porn picture, there you go. So that's why now when there's a name that I don't know, the first thing I do is I check the icon here. Well, let me show you. When I'm on live demo mode, I check here. I have all the profile pictures, and I check the profile pictures if I don't know your name. If you're regular, it's different. But the people I don't know, and then also another thing that I do is you cannot comment on the show before you've been subscribed to the channel for at least 20 minutes. So that if I ban you, you cannot just reappear just with another channel, or just I make it more difficult for people. And if I had really had a lot of people attacking me like this, I would just say that only people who are subscribed for 1 day can come to the chat. So yeah, listen, it's so listen, I don't know, I didn't talk to her, but apparently it's something like this that happened. And I mean, listen, her YouTube channel was generating a lot of money, and she had a lot of people watching her. So I don't know if after that she got disgusted, or if she just said, fuck it. Personally, I mean, if she called me at that time, because I remember telling her, hey, what up? You good? And she replied to me, what did she reply to me back then? When I asked her, hey, what's going on with your channel? Maybe she was ashamed. I don't know. I never spoke to her after that. But I remember what happened. And I think she had a family, something in her family that I can talk about because it's personal stuff. And then she was like, I'm not coming back tonight. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I said, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. She said, Happy New Year too. That was the beginning of this year. And after that, I asked in May how she was. She said she's fine too. And then, yeah, last time I sent a message was in September. And I didn't have a reply. So maybe I should call her to see how she is. But, yeah, you know, some people, they're like, listen, it's not worth it. Like, all the hate, because she was sometimes taking some radical positions politically, and yeah, if it makes you a target from extremists, sometimes you're like, yeah, you know what? Personally, I would have. That's why I record all my shows as well. To make sure that I have my content. Because even if YouTube tells me, hey, listen, whatever episode there's a problem, we want to take that down because of this part, I can tell YouTube, okay, I will re-upload that episode without the part that is problematic. You have to be able to do that, and you have to make sure, for example, that if I have to take the whole Club Shada and just leave the music videos here, and I have to take everything to Rumble or to another platform, I have a drive with all the episodes, like 200 hours of episodes. So I believe this is what happened. I don't know. I have to talk to her, and maybe that's just me and what I believe. I believe the channel was just removed just because if you remove it yourself, it's different. It doesn't look the same. But when it's YouTube removing it, yeah, it just feels like the channel never existed. So that's how I felt about her channel. But only when she tells, I will know. Yeah, listen, maybe Elon has to buy YouTube too. The thing is, soon as you have a little bit of success, bots arrive. That's why YouTube is implementing some new ways to do the things. What? Oh my God. Damn. Oh shit. That's cold, bro. Club Shada is a place for unique minds. We come here to learn, exchange ideas, and hear good music as well. It's hard to place it all under one umbrella. I love this. And also, it's a great place to hang after the stress of the workday. Love this. Another drummer, Nick Carter of the Backstreet Boys. The brother of the guy from Backstreet Boy died. Yeah, listen. Drugs. Sadly, I mean, I'm really sad for him because he's another one of those child stars in the US that are famous too quick. And yeah, listen. And at the same time, I'm sadly not surprised. But yeah, listen, rest in peace, Nick Carter. I was not so familiar with his stuff, but I would see him in interviews with on No Jumper a lot, and on Vlad TV, and every time I was like, something is wrong with this guy. And yeah, sadly he passed. So yeah. A lot of psychos among the fans the lady was carrying. Yo, don't say that. Yeah, listen, that was crazy. The Shada show for me is like a comedy show. and a time traveling knowledge that opens my mind to learn. I have never missed a video. If I miss a live stream, I catch up the next day after work. Wow. Thank you so much, ALC. Thank you so much. I appreciate. I think she didn't know what to do after the incident. Yeah. The thing with me is, yeah, I'm very knowledgeable with YouTube. So I know what to do and I know who to call. That's what Bruno, for those who don't know, Bruno, who's not here, Bruno Solo, who comes to the show all the time. He used to own the channel Mais Kizomba, the biggest Kizomba channel in Portugal and in the world. And one day, because of he was putting a lot of music from other people, but just as a fan, and then the channel became big. One label came and they just striked his channel 3 times because of their music, and because of that, the whole channel disappeared. And I called him. I was like, bro, do you need me to call somebody? What happened? Explain to me what happened. I remember. And he was like, this happened, that happened. I said, okay, call your lawyer, say this, say that. And on the other way, let me call some people. I called somebody at YouTube, and after that, with his lawyers, yeah. And then I told him, hey, listen, when you put the music of other people, have them sign contract so that you can prove that you have the right, because everybody was sending him their songs, but at the same time, it was the time where all the distribution platform were starting to monetize on YouTube. So even if you're not making money, somebody can say, hey, I don't want my video or my song on somebody else's channel. Most people say, hey, I can be on your channel, but I'll make the money. But some people can say, no, I want to block that video. And if we get 1 block, that's 1 strike. 2 blocks, 2 strike. 3 blocks, your channel is gone. And yeah, I called my guys at the same time. He called his lawyers. We talked about it. I gave him some advice. And after 2-3 days, his channel was back in action, because yeah, we tech people. We know what to do. We know, and we go to YouTube. We know exactly what to do. Some people, they just like, I don't know what to do. Like, what? And they don't know. Maybe they send an email to the wrong people. No. There's an appeal process. You really have to appeal on that place, and at the same time, you go to YouTube help from your dashboard, and from your YouTube studio, you go to the help section, and you ask to chat with somebody. You're gonna chat with somebody, and that person will tell you exactly what's happening with your channel. You tell them, hey, I received this, and they can check. They can check, and they can say, oh, there was a problem with this video. Because of this video, this created a problem. And then you can say, no, either it's not my fault or whatever happened, or you can say, okay, then you can talk with somebody. And me, because of being on YouTube for so long and having people, I call a friend when this happened to me. I call a friend that used to work at YouTube, who called somebody who used to work for him at YouTube. He was the boss of that guy at YouTube. Called an engineer. They said, hey, take a look at this channel. What's going on? And the same night, the channel came back. And then I also called somebody who has a big record label in Paris, who is friends with the boss of YouTube in France. And I was like, listen, don't call her yet, but this is what's happening with my channel. It's not normal, and it's for no reason. And then, yeah, the channel came back. So I was like, okay, I don't need that favor, but you need to have the possibilities to protect yourself. And I believe that YouTube should, but understand, like when it comes to nudity, if you don't remove the channel quick, some people might say, look, they leave this content and then they have problems with, all the pressure groups. So that's why they use algorithms, but sometimes the algorithm they don't think. Then you need a human review. So maybe not remove people's channel entirely, and maybe just remove the video and let me have the rest of my channel here, so that I can then go and appeal for this video if there's a problem. And maybe you tell me there's a problem here. Maybe if the video, even if the video is not there, it would be great if I could be able to see the video and see where the problem is. That there's something that tells me, hey, here there's a problem at 0.0 in the system, a thing that tell you, hey, this is why we removed the video and this is why you're getting a strike. Like it would be great if this was more transparent. And those platforms, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, sometimes they're not transparent when there's these kinds of issue. For example, on Instagram, sometimes I post my music and then Instagram tells me, yeah, you use the music from Kaysha on the Kaysha verified profile, so we're muting the video. And I'm like, and there's no place when you can say you guys were wrong. I'm Kaysha. And those people, they just program this thinking, for all the normal users. But when you are the singer yourself and you're like, yeah, we removed we removed your image because you used a song that is copyrighted by Sushiro. I'm like, so it's not easy. That's a great rule. Access to a chat room is a privilege, not a right. Yes, and you know that if my chat room was open to everybody, it probably would be twice the number of people. But me, listen, it's not the numbers. Even on Instagram, on my Instagram, only if you follow me, you can put a comment on my photos. Cause listen, I should read you the. Listen, put some Rambos in the chat if you want me to read you the messages that my ex sent me on YouTube, and I just hide them. Yeah, like you cannot see them because the algorithms catch the messages. But if you want me, I can read you the messages that I receive. And Dalia can explain to me what is she saying, because she's Congolese. Yeah, listen, that's fucked up. I would love to call her and maybe invite her for a club Shada and we talk about the issue. For me, the main error is to not have recordings of all this show, because she was doing like 6-7 hours of chat every day or every 2-3 days. That's a lot of content. And listen, he was generating a lot of money too. So not only you lose a lot of money, but you cannot even re-upload everything to a new channel or to another platform or to Instagram or to, maybe she was just like, fuck it.